if we're able to do that with the little crowd here that we have right now, we cannot be stopped. Just like what it only takes 12 disciples. I don't know how many people there's here. That's all it takes. We can say that we're going to do something, but if we don't have a heart to see it through, I say we need to leave it simple. Plain and simple.
And the numbers that you have to work with, you start with one person, two people, 10,000, another 10,000. We're connected. And so this is what it's really about. How we can migrate spiritually with God because of that one mind. Lifeline find the other lifeline. There's only really one line. But we operate the consciousness. But when you start teaching God, power God, what God intended for us, made us for, then we can look at it. And we know it. They can't do anything. They can't do anything with us.
We're going to the World Series! And our manager, Dusty Baker, it's his first time as manager to go to the World Series, and he's 72 years old. I'm sorry to interrupt. Blessings to y'all.
Blessings to you too, love.
Thank you.
Enjoy the World Series.
We will always be blessed. See to prove that no prayer. That's really what I was thinking. Yes. It will always be that. Let's get that. Okay,
What's literally exciting?
Yeah, it's good.
So what I'm getting at is, we don't finish. There's funding out there that has been out there for many years for developing business, for upgrading, revitalizing our neighborhood, many always, and this is what I'm going to talk about, been targeted our community, us, okay? Monies that we never, ever see. And I'm talking into the billions of dollars. And I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to you. And it's money that they use to justify. They're building up the downtown with money that was allocated to build up our community. All of us look like right? All of us have seen colleges that are boarded up. They became vacant, and abandoned, and then those homes. After a while, somebody comes to that house, boarding it up, cleaning up the yard, and coming back or so forth, and figuring they were doing something else, taking the trash can. Well, that was a revitalization program. That's part of the revitalization program. I guarantee you, it's black and Indian, okay? But you will see the Asian, you'll see Arab, you'll white, you'll see other income, they're boys up, doing the yard, except the white person, right? Okay, that program, that particular program, was revitalization intended for the next door neighbor or anyone on that block who's blind to earn income for maintaining and keeping their home in order. For 1 year, they would get paid like $25,000, $30,000 a year to maintain their house. That money was intended for the Minister of Music or anyone on that block. But somebody else is doing it. Then at the end of that 12 months of them maintaining, mowing the lawn, trimming trees, shoveling snow, that house becomes that individual's house. And then they'll turn around, give them money to rebuild their house, to upgrade it, maybe tear it down to half, and rebuild a new house. And they totally support, and then that house maintains the first ownership to that individual who was taking it out. Then they turn around, they done took our money, let's dig it. They took our money, and the leaders in the city allowed us to have it. They're the lawmakers, they're the ones who support, they're running the program. So why don't they come out and when they're campaigning and knocking on doors and knock on our doors, you know, black neighborhoods and say, you can earn money, you can take it. Who wouldn't go for that? Who wouldn't go for that amongst them? But this is the type of thing that's going on. If we're going to produce and
The reality of it is, and the actuality of it is, all of us in this circle, we are aware, we know. So we're going to take the action, you know, and, you know, to piggyback and kind of paraphrase what we said, the men here, the men in our lives are the men in this new wave that's coming, the wisdom and the strength, our women, the nurture and the power, and us, we the lock and key. It's already set in stone, we just got to do it. The youth, we got the power to do it all. And they know 50 of us and they are lost. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we already know, so what's the hold up and taking action? Because in our actuality, there's no more procrastination. We procrastinating on enough. We've allowed too much. You know what I mean? We can say they took it, they stole it, they did it. But on the flip side of accountability, we allowed it to happen.
Let's take it back.
That's all we need to do. And this is the way we need to do it.
And we do it, but this is who we are, that's the knowledge and the experience and the energy to do that. So I recommend that we get some kind of formal for the workshop tomorrow so we can get the problem put out on the table, and before we leave, we have one solution for this group, one promotion and all solutions. We're not using this as the most righteous time to do it, but now get with people, all the people things going on, and technology and stuff that for a while we at this time. So if we come with some kind of agenda or how we proceed the workshop tomorrow, somebody like myself, organize it, let them come forward with the problem, analyze it, everybody on one page, at the end have a responsibility to always work on based on the CDC, the talks about community development, might have been that since the summer. They're not telling everybody. They're giving, in Houston, they got 2 solar electricians on there. They're giving it to them for however long. All we need to do at this time, when there's technology, new to bring forth a solution, to be firm about it, but we got to be absolutely determined all this happens. All we need to do, especially when you say with the young, the elder, we got Black Wall Street generation. That's what we focus on. We get our young, my church, and we come together. It's so loud. Isn't that right? All we need to do is come together with one solution and demand it, and it will happen. Because the youth, and I think the youth, by the most high, he really was giving us the best soldiers we ever had. Right here. All they want a solution that our prayer, the state of Texas, yes, on September 1, everybody in Texas, the power to pass the weapon without a permit. They're and a piece of do everything we command now if we're firm, organized, and determined. Is that right? Everybody from Florida, everybody from Alabama, like everything. Oklahoma, Arkansas, all of it.
Okay, let's connect. Sure.
Yeah, that's right.
I've been hearing that people, they get you on the dollar bill, and they ask you what your Indian ancestors do. But see, that's the first thing that they...
I gotta break that down. Angela, she lives in DC, but you can talk to her.
Yeah, because the person that I was working with, for some reason, came to jail.
Oh, wow. I ain't gonna introduce you to my friends.
Look, I'm gonna say that one of them Cherokees.
Yes, see.
I'm teasing.
No, but I'm just saying, what did they do to the Mansfield Courthouse?
What?
Mansfield County Courthouse. With all that information, they destroyed it.
Oh, man,
That's why they destroyed all the courthouses.
They would have the information. See, then what happened was,
God bless you,
hey,
sir.
we'll see you guys in the morning.
We'll get right now. Going to Tatum? Where did you want to go? What are y'all doing?
actually, it's my friend.
Can't wait to see all of you tomorrow. It's going down. Unless you're here in spirit, so we'll see you tomorrow.
And
My husband.
You're gonna be
right.
step by step. So, Doctor, so we do our info pass.
Okay. All right. I'll be here. God bless you. God bless you all. I love you. I'm teasing.
Glad to see you either.
Yeah, I've been here all along. I've been here.
I'm going to the associate Black Wall Street architect. No, we come together.
Oh, it's the same movement. It's the same movement.
It's the next generation.
God bless you. Don't leave.
I'll see y'all later.
Thank you.
I'll see you on Sunday.
Nice to meet you.
One solution. Yeah, we definitely have a plan that will work
So
worldwide.
the power of Black Wall Street is for this. Those that can't come here, we can take the expo to them, so we can begin to grow. Little action, little result. Average action, average.
What do you want to say to your mom, Jay? What do you want to say to your mom, Jay? Okay, y'all can go over here. What do you want to say to your mom, Jay? What do you want to say to your mom, Jay? Might be saying the next president up in here. Is that you, son?
That daddy, baby.
Me too. She was just like you. Okay.
Room with 10 Hut.
Stand at ease. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Captain Watkins. I'm Assistant Operations Officer with Dallas Smith, and I'll be swearing you in today. Before I swear you in, I have 2 questions for you. Have you been briefed on? Do you understand the DOD separation clause, so restriction on personal conduct, and you see in Articles 83, 85, 86? Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Does
ma'am.
anyone have any questions, concerns, reservations, or reluctance about it? Listen to that.
No, ma'am.
Room, attention. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear
Support and defend
to support and defend
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I may bear true faith
that I may bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
and I will obey
and I will obey
the orders
the orders
of the President
of the President
of the United States
of the United States
and the orders
and the orders
of the officer
and the officers
appointed over me,
appointed over me
according to the regulations
according to the regulations
and uniform code
and the Uniform Code
of military justice.
of military justice.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Right here. Stand at ease. I just want to say congratulations to you. Today you've made a very important decision by joining the most powerful military force in the world. And you should be very proud of it. Less than 1% of the U.S. population wears the uniform. And you're joining us for 1%. That's something else you can be very proud of. You made a very big commitment by stating this oath that you're going to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all things foreign and domestic. If it's foreign in the world today, that's a very big commitment. And by taking that type of commitment, it shows that you're motivated, you're courageous, and you have a lot of love for your country. And I'm very, very proud to have you on my team because of that. Today is the beginning of a very bright future for you as well. And the reason I say that is because I did this 15 years ago. I started out as a private in the Army Reserves. And that's equivalent to an E1, E2, E3. And that's probably what the majority will start out as an E1, E2, E3. And now today, I'm an officer in the military. Okay? So if you see something you want to become, you can find out how to do it and work hard. That's what I did. I made my decision to become an officer when I went to basic training, just like you all are getting ready to go to today. And when I went to basic training, I was very impressed with my company commander. He's the captain. I told myself, you know what? I want to become an officer. I want to become a captain just like him. I found out how to do it, and I did it, okay? And you can do the same thing. Please take advantage of the opportunities that we offer to you. I know some of you probably feel the same way I felt 15 years ago, probably very excited, but a little nervous, okay? But you know what? Even though I was nervous, I still made it through basic training. So I went there with a positive attitude. I stayed motivated. I pushed myself, and I told myself that I could do it. And if you do that throughout basic training, just like I did, you'll do this thing, all right? Some days it's going to get tough, but on those tough days, I want you to push through those tough days, all right? And you can make it, because I did it 15 years ago, and every week, soldiers, sailors, airmen, soldiers are graduating from basic training. And if I did it, and you're doing it, you can do it also, all right? Once you clear out your training, I hope I have the opportunity to serve with each and every one of you all somewhere else in the rest of my military career. And to the family members, thank you so much for coming to get a message with this. After I sign the contract, you're more than welcome to take photos of them in front of the flag that are behind me. We have an emblem on the wall for each branch of service in front of this podium or wherever you like in this room. Okay? Does anyone have any questions?
Oh, I'm sorry. He's not at ease.
Oh.
Are you trying to call him? Are you trying to call him?
Now,
Okay. Room, attention. Come in and fall out. Fall the back room. You have to see those this. Fall out. I'm gonna fire you as my daddy.
That's parade rest. That you like this.
At ease too.
At ease is free.
Work. Just gonna get my hood. Love you.
It's at ease too.
At ease means you can move your arms and everything free.
I know. I'm just saying that. But you wasn't even at parade rest.
I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change it on you.
I think you gotta go in now. I'm trying to go in.
Early bird, you get him before 8 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, we know that was young. You need to get fired. You need to get fired as you need to take a picture of me telling you.
We got down and went to the thing. I said, I paid $8 for food. He said that was fine. If you got him before 8 o'clock, you got him before 8 o'clock.
Oh, you got the early bird.
So, yeah, the early bird. I don't know anything about early bird.
No, I don't know nothing about it.
I'll let y'all.
I got here a good time.
At the right time. Right on time.
Okay. Don't y'all cry.
Go down on what's my, I can go out there.
I need to get back to work.
This way they get on the bus.
You see anything on my Okay. Yeah. Okay. See y'all later.
Well, we do.
I fired your daddy. Good for y'all. Put your daddy behind. Tell on my nephew. My nephew.
I don't want no trouble.
By the time we went to the elevator,
We want to thank you guys in advance for serving our country.
I didn't know anything about the airport. I didn't get down there and sign. But if you have to pay $10 and $12.
You had some coins on you? You had some coins on you?
Well, you know, the first part, you want to get small. You know,
Oh, so it's not all Air Force? This is not all Air Force. Oh, okay.
Hey, we'll see you guys in the morning. So we'll get ready to have going to Taylor. Where did you want to go? What are y'all guys saying?
Actually, it's my friend.
Can't wait to see all of you tomorrow. It's going down. We're here in spirit, so we'll see you tomorrow.
My husband.
You're going to be so we'll do our info class.
Okay, all right, I'll be here. God bless you. God bless you all. I love you. I'll see you.
Glad to see you.
Yeah, I've been here all along. I've been here Oh, it's the same movement. It's the same movement.
It's the next generation.
God bless you. Don't leave. I'll see y'all later. I'll see you on Sunday.
Nice to meet you.
One solution. Yeah, we definitely have a plan that will work worldwide.
The power of Black Austrians is this. Those that can't come here, we can take the expo to there, so we can begin to, little action, little result. Average action, average result. Massive action, massive.
You know something, one thing I want to say to you guys is now that you guys are in Oklahoma, I want you guys to just pay attention to the spirit of life. You know, it's like, I think that once this situation happened in Oklahoma, right, psychologically paralyzed a lot of black folks here in the world. It basically took the fight out of it. It took the drive. It took a lot of motivation from them. Because, when you go out and build something, somebody tear it down. Now we got to go back to scratch. That takes a lot to get back up and let yourself off and do it good. We've been paralyzed for 100 years. It took 100 years to get back to where we are today. The sad thing about it is that we're right back at the same point. 100 years ago, they had a guy by the name of Jim Roman that they were accusing of murdering and assaulting white women. Now they're in Oklahoma, they got a black guy on death row called Quincy Jones. Right back when we started 100 years ago, same scenario. He's getting all this outpour across the country. The dash, a lot of folks are really rallying for this brother. Which he was at home when the murder happened and they're keeping the door. Now they're being executed. So looking at what's going on being raised now, it's basically a mirror situation. It's like, back then we were caught off guard. And if you look at what's happening right now today, you can go out and buy a gun, you can't buy no bullets.
No ammunition.
No ammunition for black people. I don't care. You can go anywhere in the country, and if it's a black person, you want any. I Academy or whatever, look at you. If you got it down, look down the list, and they'll put you in there.
Because they couldn't stop you from having a time, they just stop people having a time. One more work got done.
So there's a systematically, there's something going on. I would say the atmosphere. And I think this pandemic, if you look 100 years ago, what was it's the same scenario. It wasn't corona, it was
The swine flu.
And the planet, I mean, the planet was.
so
The Spanish flu. That's what it was. The Spanish flu.
yes, sir.
My client, Andre Boulevard.
Okay, how you brother doing? That right. Okay. Your brother just making it in.
So we just got in town, and we've been in the airport for 29 hours trying to get here.
Wow.
Where'd you guys come from now?
LA.
Awesome.
Yeah. So he's on a couple panels and supposed to present us with the award.
You got client, you understand?
No, I'm not an attorney, so I'm a brand strategist.
Okay, great, that did well.
Yes, sir. What about yourself?
Sorry,
What do you do?
I own New York.
Excuse me?
The owner of New York.
York?
New York, Merchant Bank.
Okay. Merchant.
Let's all get everybody's message tomorrow so we can work together. With technology, technology make it work for you.
So you have a merchant, so you can credit for processing?
So that's New York Digital Network. That's in process now. We're on the blockchain. So we're doing everything differently. So think of like PayPal, but that. And we can now process every cryptocurrency in America. Paperless transactions. We also, on the same network, we're automating blockchain so that a lot of businesses, they want to integrate blockchain within their network and their businesses they can do it. So think of it like the licensing of Microsoft. You know how Microsoft Word, it's a license, like an actual key. That's what it is.
Okay, you can make the same one because that's the currency they're going to.
Different.
Just gonna put $1 down and do
So we're going. That's right.
So let's put this together.
So we're making it easier. We're making it easier for every company to actually do it.
We have as much money we want.
Yes.
Okay, let's hope
So you doing it?
this works out tomorrow.
We got everything on here.
You just got in. All right.
Okay.
Okay, y'all do 30 minutes. Let's organize a little bit about what we got to do for you.
What we can do is this. We coined the thing called InfoCast.
Okay.
And InfoCast is solutions you could share. And so I just need you to schedule time where we can sit down at the microphone and you share with what you do so you can share. Yeah, but this would be something that I could, once I get it, and you can continue to share because if they're not able to make every expo, the information to get it. That's a part of it. Yes, Bernard and I work together with that. So
that was the whole point of the streaming process.
that's the streaming process. We're able to get you on everybody's cell phone. And the InfoCast, you're able to get that same information again and again and again, so you can learn it. And once you learn it, then you can apply it. And when it gets here, then it can go in here, and then it can be implemented. You know, repetition is the mother of learning. So when you learn it, you'll implement it. So it has to work. It works together. You know, I could tell you about songs that 40, 50 years ago. Why? Because I heard them over and over and over and over again. Yeah, repetition is the mother of learning. You hear it and you hear it and you hear it. You become, because see, one thing about learning, you have to understand the styles of learning. So every one of us are not cognitive learners. But there are those of us that when we hear it, then we're able to implement it and do it. So that's the thing that in education, what they do, especially when you major in education, and they teach you all these different theories of learning. But the thing that they miss are the styles of learning. Our style of learning was a lot different from the counterpoints, right? You know, their time, for those of us that weren't able to read and write during the time, but they could hear it. And how we passed on history a lot of times is because we were able to share it. Not so much where it wasn't written down. But my Aunt Jessie, she could remember everything that you talked about, at least she would share it. And so through the InfoCast, it's a podcast format, but an infomercial form, you know, and so you combine them, and so you get the best of both worlds. And then with what Bernard did, we could just stream and stream. So in other words, it just gives what you do.
Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen, especially those who have been at the helm of all of the top-tier enterprises since the 1920s.
Yeah.
This video depicts all the facts and issues that the youth in our community face as they strive to become great business people. The reality is that in the corporate sector, the youth are not always treated equitably. Most individuals who are already at the top of the food chain those with major products and service sponsorships, who are now being featured in all of the finest and most prestigious magazines, do not have a clue where to start to help the younger generation. The younger generation, on the other hand, is confronted with a massive wall of obstacles when it comes to starting a business. Why? Because we don't have a voice. Adults are constantly telling us that we are misinformed, while we are stating that times have changed, and they must change with the times. They believe they have the best solution for us, when we as the youth and young adults see that they don't have solutions for themselves. They fight, they squabble, they argue, they are divided. How do they expect us to be different? When we see their actions and their hatred that increases every day. Is this what you want us to become? No, thank you. Be the example by letting us be an example for you. Currently, the corporate sector is like going into a lion's den, where only the strongest will survive. But why is it necessary for it to be a lion's den? Why does it have to be that our elders, those who we are taught to respect, are never supportive of each other and of new businesses that best represent us? Instead, wanting us to be like them, working their 9-to-5 jobs with no room for growth or experience. Is it apprehension about the unknown? Perhaps they're concerned that our youth startups will become the next great thing. That is why we are here, to support the youth community and to employ them on a national level. The high-tier businesses have more funding when compared to a startup business, so obviously they can afford a much better offer when it comes to choosing and selecting the proper sponsors to service all small businesses. So by purchasing our interactive business cards and placing an ad in the first virtual video business directory magazine, with half the proceeds going to students globally, this makes us self-supportive, a great start to brighten a future that looks dim for us all. The future of technology is branding, and in return, our youth and community will support every business that will support our initiative. Youth and technology is the future of every nation, and both will only prosper when properly supported by the adult and business communities. We must remove those that have control over our lives through old and outdated decisions which are no longer in our best interest. So we say, hand it over to us and watch us come together without the racism, the bigotry, and the fear that keeps us divided. What we are saying is, to the wealthy and businesses, it's simple. Don't talk about us. Be about us. Listen. If you want us to be better, don't tell us what we can be. See what we can show you. We both can learn from each other. Order a card today and watch us excel. No more excuses.
My name is Isaiah Cheer, a 19-year-old from Dallas, Texas. I am the founder and president of CQ Delivery. It is a high chance you're watching this video because you're looking forward to being a part of the CP Royal family. Come be part of our great team. Due to all the wonderful Royal drivers that have decided to join us, you receive great benefits and probably have been looking for more ways to bring in extra income without the burden of being forced to work a set number of hours. Yes, at CP Delivers, you can work your own hours per week and take off whenever you feel comfortable. Speaking of comfortability, because you're delivering food and not people, as one of our Royal drivers, you get to enjoy your music, peace of mind, and if you're an introvert, no unnecessary conversations. To my quiet people, I know that sounds good. I would not consider myself an introvert, and that still sounds amazing. CP Delivers offer easier vehicle requirements compared to our competitors. You can begin driving for us if you have your license, and it does not matter what vehicle model or year you possess. Shout out to CP Delivers. This flows into our requirements. What are our necessary requirements to be a part of our Royal family? You must be 18 years of age. You must have a valid driver's license, insurance, and proof of vehicle registration. You must have a reliable vehicle, 2-door or 4-door, any model or year, it doesn't really matter. And you must be able to lift up to 30 pounds. CP Royal drivers make anywhere from $8 to $26 an hour, and the base pay being $8 if no tip is included. This is our current pay model. You get your base pay and trip supplement plus tips. Delivery pay can vary depending on your specific market area. From day to day and hour to hour, we encourage all drivers to be out in the streets to earn higher paying orders during lunch and dinner rushes. All deliveries are no more than 6 miles away from each restaurant and grocery store, meaning the customer's home cannot exceed the 6-mile mark from the corresponding restaurant or the order will not process. Basically, we pay you for your pickup, drop-off, time, and distance. So we pay you to pick up the order, drop off the order to the customer, we pay you for your time, and we pay you for the distance of the miles driven. CP Delivers, step-by-step guide. CP Delivers is an on-demand delivery servicing company. This is how our deliveries are processed. 1. The customer places their order. Once the customer places the order, the restaurant then confirms and prepares the customer order. A nearby CP Royal driver receives a notification on his or her phone of the order and then accepts the order. Once the CP Royal driver accepts the order, a CP Royal driver will then pick up the order from the corresponding restaurant. The CP Royal driver will then drop off the order to the happy customer. It's simple. If a customer cancels the order after you have picked it up, congratulations. You have just received free food or groceries and will be paid for the time spent. If you're unable to find your customer, we suggest calling and texting the customer. Call at least 3 times and text once. Wait 8 minutes, and if no availability, you may cancel the order. Depending upon the situation, some cancellations or repeat cancellations may not result in a payout. All CP Royal drivers have a few ways of receiving support if the time comes. While delivering the order in your CP Driver app or on our supportcpdelivers.com website, you can contact us via email or phone number, and one of our support team members will call you back to bring solutions to your problem. If you have an issue while picking up the order, in the CP Driver app, you have the telephone number and address of the restaurant to get in contact with. If you picked up the order and cannot complete it, contact CP support. If you're having trouble dropping off the order, in the CP Driver app, the customer's telephone number will be provided. Call 3 times, text once, and wait 8 minutes. As a CP Royal driver, you can wear whatever you feel is most comfortable. No explicit clothing, clothing that is sexually inappropriate, foul words, or character. We have CP shirts that can be purchased on our supportcpdelivers.com website for our drivers if you need or want one of our shirts or clothing products.
I'm gonna say a poem.
I'm actually gonna tweak my Silver Surfer song. And the part where I say heart of the CPE, heart of the city, I'm gonna say Black Wall Street, heart of the city. Alright. Black Wicks surfing through the city. Black Wall Street, heart of the city. Cosmos fuel fire to my chimney. Youth want a loss till they see me. Absorb hate, feasting till the pain flows away. Devour a planet, decided not to end it. Getting green, trying to expand it. Living life unlike an upper hand bandit. Door opportunity, I command it. Surfing far, many assume I was a star. Post saw the black hole, I surf out without a scratch though. So fly my name could be Dove. Reaching from the ground to up above. Storytelling to gangster lyrics. Outsider to the inner circles. I'm just surfing through these poems looking to the ripples. As my inspiration triples. Keep it human to just be yourself. Many claims of being the chief insurance of my attention, but no Wall Street out. Laying out these magnetic lines, so I sent my surfers to grab that back. Life is a ripple effect, producing the sound. The bounce of the tide after your rock splash. In order for you to rise, you must fall up and down like a roller coaster in the track.
I was not a math and science expert, but yet I still wanted to touch the stars. So I became an inspiring young entrepreneur. I began doing film in the year around 2012, maybe 2013, with my two brothers and a few of my high school friends. My crew and I initiated our recordings by pop-up interviews and local protests, concerts, sporting events, and more. We didn't really know what we were doing, but we knew we was doing something. This actually transformed into a local channel television series called STI 740. Sports Talk with Isaac 740. Isaac is my younger brother. Everyone on our team had a specific talent, so we all came together and put our skills to work. We were building a brand for ourselves, and none of us realized it, but all the adults did. That cracks me up to this day. Furthermore, once everyone started graduating and getting jobs, things began to die down. And around the year 2018, me and my older brother Gregory started our second venture, Cherry Palace Empire. I really enjoyed this one because I was much older, mobile, and more independent with our family work. If you haven't noticed, the astronaut dreams quickly switched to become an entrepreneur at a young age. So Cherry Palace Empire was a YouTube vlog that no one else was once again doing in the county or the country. My brother and I, we would grab our cameras and mics, dressed to impress, and go out to do social rap ciphers and interviews. Nobody in the city had a platform to showcase their talent, so my older brother and I took it amongst ourselves to provide that for the people. Partnering with Wayne G's radio station, we charged specific artists to conduct radio interviews and radio airplay. Yes, we what you young people call it clout, for this brand in particular. In the meantime, things weren't also peaches and cream. Going through a family divorce, mom's health wasn't the best at the time, then she lost her job, so we were surviving off pennies that were saved over time. That's when Cherry Palace Empire began to see a downfall. I would say during this time, I learned the most about life and how it really works. The way I grew up as a child was just a mere facade. These life teachings were the best I could endure because it made me stronger as a man, and it taught me things that no one can give you but yourself. That's when I developed CP Delivers. Now by the age of 20, I have something that not only can provide for my family, but for many others to whom CP Delivers employs or who works with this company. Welcome to CP Delivers. I'm your founder, Isaiah Cherry. There couldn't be a better time than now for CP Delivers to enter the market with the COVID-19 pandemic taking place. With the loss of jobs, workforces are barely hiring, and everyone is stuck at home. CP Delivers has found a solution to safely solve these problems while continuing the temporary downfall of the U.S. economy. CP Delivers is hiring drivers in your local communities to service the people in need who needs it the most. I'm going to say that again. CP Delivers is hiring drivers in your local communities to service the people in need who needs it the most. Without leaving the comfort of your home, you can have your food or items delivered right to your front step, all within a click of a button. Nothing gets easier than this. This country has lost 50.6 million jobs since mid-March, resulting in an unemployment rate of 14.7%, a level not seen since the Great Depression in the 1930s. With CP Delivers, we plan to assist those in need and help bring America back to its feet, one city at a time. Timid businesses who have since seen a downfall in its sales due to this pandemic can partner with us and still keep their business afloat till this wave calms down. We call it Business by Delivery. Everyone wins in the end. Customer receive goods, seekers looking for income receive that income, and businesses can stay afloat. CP Delivers, here when you need it. This right here is the CP Delivers app. It comes with the home screen, which basically shows you all your stores. It's all in one place. You have the delivery, and you also have self pickup delivery. They can deliver it right to your front door, or you can go pick it up yourself at any one of these establishments that's closest to you. With the stores, you can click on the store. It will take you to all the products, the description of the product, the pricing of the product, everything that you need to know about the product is all in one place. So you choose your quantity. So let's say about 6 items, and then we go out to go view our cart. Once we view our cart, it tells you all the receipts of everything you're gonna have. So the delivery charges, the store charges, if there are store charges, tips, and your total amount. You can also do coupons. And once you have everything in your cart, you can now pay. The paying is very simple. You can pay with PayPal or you can pay with Stripe, and you just connect your account or you connect your card, and you're safely secured, and you're pretty